Hello, friends. Welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be designing a horizontal layout for the last week of September in my catch-all happy planner. So come plan with me. And I've got these mild liners here all ready to go, as well as some narrative hues overlay tapes, some different washi tapes, this Happy Planner sticker book, and these Planning Things sticker books, which I'll pull from. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lay down some wax paper and tape it down. Let's start off with this idea that I have to kind of do a little neighborhood across the page, fall neighborhood. Just looking through the sticker books and trying to figure out which neighborhood I think I want to use. I have both the Cozy Autumn and the Autumn Houses sticker book from the Planning Thing. Even though there's a lot of great Autumn Houses stickers, I really kind of like this color scheme in the Cozy Autumn set. So I think I'm going to go with those. Really like the orange and the blues together. So there's a lot of cool options in this cluster of stickers. And originally I was thinking to do a perspective of sorts, but I don't know. The houses are definitely designed straight on. There's no real perspective to them, and I think it'll be a little bit hard to make that work. So I changed my mind in the end and decided to do a straight across the spread, but I'm going to be careful not to take up too much of any of the days in that area, so kind of splitting the difference between the two so I can have functional space both in the top and the bottom of each cluster of houses that I put in. And with this set, there is a page that has more of like a scenic look to it, and then you get two of those versions, and then there's ones that are a little bit more standalone. So I'll be combining both of those, using some of the standalone with the scenes, just again to try to create a vibe across the page that's more of like a fall neighborhood. And I'll drop in a few items in and around this house cluster that I'm making here. I've got the standalone house kind of next to a scene that doesn't have any house elements to it, which I kind of liked, kind of like the backyard of that house. And then I added a nice big tree since this house seemed a little bit closer to us, so I wanted that to be more in the forefront. I'm also going to go ahead and add in this wooden fence feature, help bring some depth to the neighborhood I'm going to create here. And I started working on the other side as well, adding in another tree there, trying to bring in a little bit more of a cluster of color, not just so much orange, but a little bit of the yellow and the burnt red tone. I'm also going to bring in some more of the fence, carry that through, and I'm cutting it up and matching it up so that I'm hoping that I can make it go a little bit further than it is right now. So there's only 3 sections to work from. Also dropped in another tree. And another one here on this side as well. I had fun making this. It was a little bit tricky, but I really liked how it ended up. It just took a little while to get there. I'm going to drop in a little bit more color too with these narrative hues overlay tapes, especially in those areas where it's just kind of solo elements, just to give again more of that color similar to the more scenic built stickers. When I moved the fence over to the tree area, I really liked that combination. I think that all worked really well together. And I got this other one here. I'm not sure where I want it yet. I'm in the Homesteader sticker book now, and I mainly pulled this for quotes. I thought there were some colors in here that really worked good with the tones of the Planty Thing stickers, so grab that. This one really actually stood out to me, about home is wherever you are. I kind of felt like that worked well with the houses. And I like that the red tone matched well with the rest of the stickers. However, there wasn't really any other stickers that were a good match for use on the left side, the same kind of fonts and stuff. So I was originally thinking to put in more than one quote, but I really just wasn't finding a good match for it anywhere else in the sticker book. I even tried, I think, the Give, Gather, Grow sticker, and even though I liked that, the writing just wasn't quite the same. It was a lot lighter in feel, and the fit also was a little bit off. So decided against it in the end. Now I'm kind of just going back through, but realized that I haven't used any of the washi tapes I pulled yet, so decided to try to pull those in, see what I could do to fill in some of these gap areas I'm feeling in my clusters here. I also have this road kind of leading into the clear sticker behind, so I want to clean that up a bit. Just make that look a little bit better, like it's behind the house and not going into the house. Also just going to lay in a little bit of this washi. Kind of create a feeling of maybe like a dirt road or just some layered earth there, if you will. I got this washi, both washis actually, that I had pulled from Daiso not too long ago in a set. It's a really nice set of like a script washi, has this almost, I would say, wood or sandbar washi, and then a couple of other options that were like blue striped, and it's a really versatile set, so I was really happy I found that. Was trying to pull in those script washis, but I wasn't really liking the position, so I put this aside and went back into the sticker books to see if there was some other elements I'd prefer to pull in to really kind of complete the look. And I decided I wanted this quote to kind of stand alone, so I'm going to pull up some of that washi, just let this quote fill the gap in most of the area, and then maybe bring in some more fencing here on the right hand side. Just help, again, kind of create that perspective that you're looking at things that are closer and farther away. I'd really like to have some more color on the spread, so I had the idea to maybe border this entire thing with these narrative hues overlay inks and maybe just do some layering, but I don't know. I think it's going to look kind of repetitive if I do that, so the idea is sound, but I don't know how it will be if I execute it. So decided against it and just layered a couple more of those in that gap space below the quote, and like that instead. Really brought in some more color there and kind of completed the line that I felt like was needed in that area. Now I'm in the Planty Thing sticker book and pulling in some colorful boxes. I cut one long box in half and used that on both the top corner and the bottom corner, and am pulling in various other coordinated colored colorful boxes here in and around the spread. Again, just trying to spread around the color, but also thinking about functionality, making sure that what I'm using makes sense for the day and what other decor I have on that space. It's really Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday that are kind of tight, so I have to really be strategic about what I'm placing and where so that I can make the most use of those days. I'm also trying to mix up the colors a little bit too, so we get a little bit more than just orange tones, a little bit of that yellow, a little bit of that red, again, just all the fall colors and bringing that into the spread. And I was going to leave it at that, but I felt like it was getting kind of plain, so I decided to bring in some more of the trees and things from that part of the sticker book. And then also I went back into the Happy Planner sticker book looking for a few small headers and things that I could bring in for a little bit of variety and texture in these focus areas. And I found a few arrows that I liked. Yeah, I'm trying to use things that actually pertain to things that I would be putting into those focus areas. So I'm just being strategic about what I lay in there. The colors also, of course, have to work. Found some half circles that I kind of like, but I don't know. The font, it's introducing a brand new font, and I already got 2 on there. Sometimes I just want to limit the fonts. I don't want it to go crazy with different styling of text. That bugs me as a designer, so I decided against those and will stick with the rest of the decor, just being these trees mainly for color. I'm going to move a few of them around so there's not a lot of repeats, and also too so that the colors get mixed up nicely. Trying a few different types of groupings here too, so there's not always just single trees next to the focus areas. Maybe even adding in a few of these spindly trees. Let's see what else we have in here. This one's pretty good. I don't think I have one in this color on this side of the page. Let's do a little bit of a swap out. Maybe a repositioning as well. I like that. And then finally, I want to bring in a little bit of the script washi. So I think I'll just layer that with some of these focus areas. Again, just for some texture. And I'm just going to use those pieces I had originally pulled off of the main area and reusing those here on the edges. Drop them in. And that looks good. So I think I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I would probably like to have a little bit of a border on this as well, but I think I'm happy with it without bringing in anything else. So we'll start by moving the stickers over and whiting out those black lines where any of the stickers are going to touch, just in preparation. Start with this smaller cluster here in the upper corner, and then the one down here in the bottom corner. Cut it a little bit crooked, so I needed to place it first, and then I could white out the areas behind any overlapping stickers or washi. And getting an idea of where I need to white out for the main cluster here on the left. So I did that. And then as that's drying, I'll go ahead and do the whiting out behind these other stickers on the right. And I'm just using a white gel pen for that. Simple and works really great for that kind of whiting out on a planner. So I dropped in this cluster here at the top, whiting out a little bit more where I'd missed. We'll do the one down here at the bottom, maybe moving it in a little bit, and then I'll white out where these trees are going to hit the black line. I think we're ready now to move over this main area here on the left page. So I'll get that going. trying to make sure that I've aligned it where it was on the wax paper so that I have plenty of room to actually use the spread itself functionally. Again, just thinking about that as I lay in my stickers and added decor. My wax paper got hung up there as I was rolling it off. It's pretty old now. I've used it a number of times, so probably ready for a new sheet anyway. So I just went ahead and fixed that and finished rolling off the stickers. Now we'll do the right-hand side. And again, I'll just kind of prep for that, half rolling off the stickers and then getting that placement just perfect, again, for functionality. Need to move in these guys just a little bit. And all right, let's stick them down and roll them off. Looks great. It's going to drop in this other colorful box. Also white out any darker lines that I missed. So last thing with the stickers, I'll trim the edges, cleaning up the long box that I trimmed, as well as any overhanging sticker. And finally, we will drop in some checklists for each day, just varying these 3 colors. And that will do it, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you would like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.